How many people understand that military intelligence has been recording all your emails, phone calls, text messages? They follow the money trail ever since 2017 to see who's violating that Presidential Executive Order 13818, property block for human rights abuse and corruption. Now, it's been done over time, and if you've noticed, a lot of people's property's coming up missing, isn't it? You got vacant mansions, vacant houses. Where the hell are these people going? What's going on with their property? You can go back through the internet and you can find different types of mansions that have been abandoned. There's some in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, from a rapper. Paid $25 million for a nice big ranch up there, and for the last 4 years, nobody's been there. Matter of fact, he's behind on his property taxes. The state can't sell it because he's nowhere to be found. Well, don't you think that if you're going to buy something for $25 million, that you would stay there, that you would have that property, that you would pay the property taxes to keep that property? You have the money for it. Why didn't he do it? Because of the simple fact of he was already arrested. That's why. For what? Human rights abuse and corruption. Executive Order 13818. And see, lawyers need to get their head out of their ass and realize that that is still active today. Doesn't matter who you are. If you're a government employee of any kind, you work inside of a government building of any kind, it doesn't matter. If you're a caseworker, if you work for the DOC, Department of Corrections, if you're just a regular little jailer, it doesn't matter. If you're just a secretary for the DMV, it doesn't matter. You are caught. And there's nothing, I mean nothing, a judge can do, nothing a lawyer can do, nothing that a mayor can do, nothing that a governor can do, nothing that your state legislatures can do. Why? Because Trump never gave power back to the government, guys. He gave it to we the people from Washington, D.C., eliminating all federal, state, city, county, local laws, all state statutes, every single company policy, every single gun law in the United States does not exist. Trump never gave power back to the government. Not one single time. December 6th, he was asked by a CNN reporter in 2020, now that you've lost the election to Joe Biden, will you give a peaceful transfer of power to Joe Biden? He told him it's not going to be a transfer of power. It's going to be a continuation of government. Well, whose government, Mr. President? The people's government. I gave the power back to the people. I didn't give it back to the government. What did he do? Executive Order 13961, continuity of government, handing full authority and power over to the United States military. Why? Because of that presidential executive order. He already gave power back to the people. Eliminating all your laws from 1871 till now. They don't exist. People don't understand that. It's not that hard to figure this out. That means all of your attorneys out here, listen and listen good. You need to get your head out of the fucking clouds. Stop thinking that you know what's going on. Follow people that knows exactly what the hell's going on. Even if they're not attorneys, it doesn't matter. They've been involved in this since 2017. They know what's going on. And you would too if you got your head out of your ass. Problem is it's way too late for all of you attorneys. Civil rights attorneys, human rights attorneys. It doesn't matter. Why? Because even human rights attorneys could have got you off of any damn thing in the world. You know why? They were supposed to enforce Universal Human Rights Declaration Act, Articles 1 through 30. That's why. Executive Order 13818 is property blocked for human rights abuse and corruption, which is backed up by Universal Human Rights Declaration Act, Articles 1 through 30. Article 2 tells you straight out, you were born free to live free, you shall not be charged. Article 2, you're not supposed to be charged anything to live freely, people. Article 1, you're not to be a slave. Okay, you are free, you are equal. All right? In other words, if the Supreme Court gives a person a ruling and it's against the government, and the government refuses to obey that ruling for you or other people, that is not equal. That is actually a violation of the Presidential Executive Order 13818. All government employees' property is gone. And there's nothing they can do to stop any of this. Okay? You notice how Trump right now is saying that he's going to federalize military to restore law and order in New York and in Washington, D.C., right? Okay. That's coming to every fucking state to restore law and order. Why? Because your government is operating illegally. Your judges, your mayors, your governors, your law enforcement officials, all caseworkers for any government building, any director, any attorney is operating illegally inside of the United States Republic. Trump was sworn in January 19th of 2017 in front of the Lincoln Memorial that night as the United States Republic president. That is why he gave power back to we the people the next day from Washington, D.C. He eliminated the entire Act of 1871. And if you go look at the throne that King Charles sits on, you will find out that from 1867 to 2017 is when the British crown reigned. Now, from 2017 till now, you have a brand new king. He is the King of Kings, the King of the world. And it is John Fitzgerald Clooney Jr. And as crazy as it sounds, he's actually your president of the United States today. And even if that sounds even crazy, your actual president is John Fitzgerald Kennedy Sr. You heard me right. JFK Sr. was never born a Kennedy. He was born a Clooney. And that's where you guys are getting mixed up at. Because your entire history, your whole life, has been nothing but lies. It's an illusion. It doesn't exist. Your money doesn't exist. Your laws are fake. We've been common law since January 17, 1963. All of your federal, state, city, county, and local laws are made for your government employees and not we the people. Okay? And the whole time, this whole world has been operating backwards. Now they're getting it to operate correctly. Okay? So before you come out here thinking that you're a lawyer, thinking you know what the fuck is going on, you better go read Executive Order 13818, 13848. Okay? And while you're at it, why don't you read the Communist Control Act, motherfuckers, from 1954, when Congress deemed the bar, yeah, you heard me right, bar exam, which was your British accreditation registry for all your attorneys and all your judges, as communist. Your reign is almost over, Pope. There's nothing you guys can do. Your reign is almost over, people. All attorneys will be arrested and placed inside of a FEMA camp, along with all law enforcement officials and anybody else who violated that presidential executive order. That is why there's over 27,000 FEMA camps reopened in the United States today. Have a good day.